Hello and welcome to episode 24 of Kerbal Speed Program. My name is Jim, and today we are up here with our asteroid base in low Kerbal orbit. What we're going to do today is assemble a ship that will go to Duna to collect more science. The ship will consist of a tug, a lander. We're going to land on Ike, not Duna yet, just Ike. And then we're also going to have a habitation module with a science lab to clean out the experiments as we do them. Also, it'll have room for an extra fuel pod, much like this. We'll just attach one of these fuel pods to the end of it. Anyway, what we'll do is assemble it here, near, or attach it to the base here. Let's go ahead and I'll have to kind of assemble it backwards. I'll take a fuel pod, park it backwards on one of these, and then put the habitation module, then the tug, and then finally the lander will be on the end. So, let's go ahead and go back to Space Center. VAB. And let's load up the asteroid, or the asteroid station fuel pod. Alright, we can fly this up into space. This is a probe based ship, so no crew. Let's go and launch. Kind of nice twilight look to the world here. SAS on. Throttle to, I think it was about there. 3, 2, 1, lift. It's about 2/3. Yeah, a little over 2/3 I think is the best for this one. We'll go ahead and go to staging, and then I'll see you guys when we get next to the station for docking. This should be fairly routine, so jump, cut. Okay, I am approaching. Just need to cut this velocity now. There we go, now I'll release these tanks. And get there with RCS, basically. Okay, so I want to fly this one backwards. There's the one. Nope. Which one am I controlling? Nope, not that. Control from here. Okay, this is the one I want to fly right now. Alright, so go forward, get away from these other tanks real fast. No, real slow. Bit of a beast to control. And then we need to find the fuel pod. Shouldn't be too long before on the bright side. Yeah, there's the fuel pod stuff down at the bottom. Can I target one of these from this far away? Ooh, I saw a little highlight. Not quite. Let's get into chase mode, so that my controls match my perspective. Okay, so I need to go up, up, up. And to the right. Alright, let's go ahead and warp in a bit closer. Essentially want to bring that yellow marker, the opposite side of the pink marker from me. That way, that means I'm drifting across towards the station. I want to go a little bit more up than right. So let's warp that for a little bit. Yeah, that's the kind of direction I want to go. It is getting a little bit away from me, so let's bring this back down. We're also slowing down in relation to it. Get just a little velocity towards it. Again, missing towards the top side of it so that we can orient ourselves to dock with the large docking port on the fuel system. Alright, let's speed up again. Alright, that's actually going pretty nicely. Now I can arrange myself. Let's do it just torque, so I don't use up RCS. Not like RCS is going to be in short supply. Okay, let's dock to that one. Set that as the target. Looks like the asteroid is still mostly in the north-south orientation as far as those ports go. So I'll line up north, and then turn on RCS again and burn. Slow down that. Move over to the right. There we go. And start heading towards it a bit. There we go, get that yellow on the opposite of my direction marker. 0.3 meters, which is exactly like what I like. Looks like my alignment is pretty darn good. Let's just straighten up a bit. Just slide right on over. Now we'll burst forward. And let's turn everything off and let those kiss and join. There we go. Alright, so that's a full fuel pod. Ready for... and I didn't use up much of the RCS either. Yeah, 706 to 750. Okay, so that's done. Now next step is the Habitation Science module. Alright, that is Interstellar Tug Habitation number 1. And this uses the same lifter. It's basically another RCS tank, RCS, batteries, solar, a hitchhiker storage container for 4 Kerbals, and a science module, control, and a little probe in there so it can fly autonomously. So there'll be no... Actually, we do want to put our Kerbals in here for... so we'll put 2 in there and 2 in there. There'll be 2 with the tug, and then 1 with the lander. So, 1, 2... No, put 2 in there and 1 there. So that way the 2 in the tug and the 1 in the lander, they can all get in here. And also 2 in here. So there'll be 6 Kerbals total sent on the mission. So let's get... So we need 3 in total here. So we need 2 in the mobile processing unit. Let's go down to the bottom. Let's go ahead and send Matt and Carrick. And then just 1 in the hitchhiker storage unit. Burfrod. And then whatever 2 go up in the tug, and then the 1 in the lander, they will be those 3 seats. Alright, ready to launch. Again, this should be fairly routine. This is lighter than the fuel tank that we sent up last time. It's the same lifter. Just double check my... Yep, that all looks good. And this one actually has its own center engine and fuel tank as well. So that'll be what flies it to the station. Alright, let's SAS on. 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Throttle up. That's what I missed. Throttle up. Alright, revert flight to launch. Okay, throttles to just over 2/3. SAS on. 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Angles on this one. Alright, preparing the stage. Throttle's full. And I will see you guys once again as we approach the station. Jump, cut. Okay, I am approaching the asteroid station. Just about to dock. I realized I've forgotten to put lights on this module, so next time, that's something I'll definitely do. Looks like we're coming in nicely. Nice little slide into place. Slow it down just a tad. Start lining all three of these up. Alright, now turn everything off. And bam, right on it. Alright, so that's piece number 2. Next piece is the actual tug. Which is basically an adaptation of the asteroid tug. But just has another docking port on the front for the lander. Alright, so back to the VAB. And let's load this tug in. Interstellar tug, number 1. Yes, this does have lights on it. Let's see. Well, let's change their colors, because I'm doing green for forward, red for back. So let's match that protocol. Let's just go pure red. There we go. Save that little adjustment. Alright, this will have crew. I also have a little adapter, so I can take this off and actually use the big docking clamp if I need. For now, the lander has a small one, so we'll use that, but this can be detached. It's autonomous, so I can fly it back to the end of the line and attach it there and keep it with me. But in any case, it is time to get our crew. Janoli Greglow. Yeah, that'll work. Let's launch. Alright, SAS on. Throttle to half, I think, on this one, because it has the boosters as well. This needs a little more help to get into orbit. Alright, let's get ready for a nice glamour shot as we take off. 3, 2, 1, lift off. Very, very nice. Let's see if we get down the corner and do something pretty with it for the thumbnail. And now let's get back to... Alright, one of those will work. Let's get back to our controls. We are burning our liquids a little too fast. Yeah, we're going way too fast, so we can kind of slow those down and let the solids catch up to them. Those burned out. Okay, everything burned out at once. Alright. Has more than enough fuel, and then if we use some of this fuel getting to the station, we can refill it from the extra fuel pod on the station, so that won't be a problem. Alright, there we go. It's starting to go back up. We're approaching 10,000. It's pretty heavy, so we're going to go with a more vertical flight profile. Let's do a little IVA action. We haven't done that yet. That's your view. That's pretty cool. That's right, we lost 2 of those engines. We should have throttled up. This is not a very efficient flight. those stages. Wait on 45, or just short of 45. We're gonna be struggling to get this one up there, but should still do it. And these guys are a little bit worried. Come on, guys, have faith. I hardly ever kill one of you guys. We need is altitude. Still have plenty of fuel in these guys. Alright, getting close to space. Since I'm sticking with this one since it's a bit more dramatic, so but once I get this height here, I think we're gonna be good. Go up to 80. And still lots of fuel in the tanks, and I have this whole tank once these separate. And those are empty now. It's going rolling on over. There we go, we're in space. Let's go ahead and start burning. Alright, I think we're safe now, so I'm going to go ahead and cut here and see you guys near the station. Jump, cut, and I am on final approach. Let's take a nice look at all this. On the dark side, but with all these lights, it still looks kind of pretty. Maybe that's a thumbnail, who knows? I'll have to decide once this is all done. But we are coming in. And there's the components of the interstellar craft. Attach this with the efficient nuclear engines, and then all I have to do is put the landing craft on top. And we are ready to go. Getting impatient. There we go, there you can see the lights on the other docking port. Let's go ahead and slow it down a bit. Check our alignment. Just a touch that way, and then shut everything down. Perfect. Alright, let's get to see if we can get a view of that. Looking really good. I did use up some of the fuel in this tank, but that's okay. Like I said, I can grab it from that tank. Because I need to eventually get rid of that. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Hit shift instead of alt. Yeah, we got a little bit off of our north-south orientation because of that little burst of... Let's go ahead and shut. Because I'll need to fly away at some point, and so will this section, but there's extra fuel here too. So we'll keep those around until I add more fuel pods. Alright, so that is step number 3. Now step number 4. Is the moon lander. It should work perfectly well for Ike. Moon lander 2 with port. And that's just right there. Do I need... Yeah, I have lights for landing. Docking lights in the other part of the ship, they'll illuminate this, so that'll be good for that. We have an extra science thing to take along this time. The, what is that? That's the seismic accelerometer. I think I have to be on the ground for that to work. It won't work in space, but I will get a whole bunch of science for that when I land. Alright, so who shall be our hero in this one? Bartley, or should we get someone from the bottom here? Let's do Malik. Work away from the bottom. Alright, let's launch this. Alright, throttles to... Well, I think we're full for now. SAS on. 3, 2, 1, lift off. Let's pull the throttles back a bit. Yeah, it's fine with these, but once these go away, then we need these extra engines on the center to lift that. Alright, I'll see you guys at the station once again. Jump, cut. Okay, just before I did the rendezvous, I wanted to show you guys that I have deorbited all my space debris. So you can see all the collision courses now with Kerbin. So that'll clear out these orbits. And now I'll go ahead and switch back to my moon lander. Oop, gotta throttle this one down. Then I'll complete the rendezvous. And just as I'm out the dock, I'll rejoin you guys. So, jump, cut. Okay, as the station looms out of the darkness, we are getting pretty close to docking. Let's first get rid of the last, this is almost out of fuel. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And we want to fly this ship from here. Go in butt backwards. Turn RCS on and just boost a little bit away from that tank there before we spin around. And there's our target right there. Let's get into the correct camera mode. Yeah, let's control from there. Alright, so we need to go right and forward. Let's see if we can get this clicked. So this is our target way over there, since it's so far off the center. Alright. Now a lot of left, a little bit of down, and a little bit of forward. Got plenty of monoprop to refill this once we attach to the station, so I don't need to really worry about being efficient here. Okay, this is getting closer again. Need to get over left is the big thing right now. There we go, that's on the other side of the where we're trying to get to. Let's go ahead and do a little time warp and get over there faster. There we go. Now, crank it up, go left, slow this relative velocity down. Looks like we need a little up. Get ourselves aligned a little better. Slow down a bit to make this a little more sensitive. Alright, I think we're doing pretty well right now. Let's see what our lights do. Yeah, those are bright lights. The landing lights are just a little overpowered. Alright, a couple minor adjustments here. Alright, buddy, you can do it. Let's just get a little bit better alignment. Because remember, we knocked it off the north-south axis in the last trip. And as everything lines up, just bring them together. Turn everything off and let it do its thing. Bam, right on there. Alright, that's perfect. Alright, so let's make sure we've refilled everything. Those fuels are all good. Just need to put some RCS back in this tank. If I can find another one. There we go. Let's make sure all the other ones are full as well. So there's one more here. And another on our tug. Alright, that one's full. That one's full. All those little guys are full on that. Everything on the lander is full. Alright, we are ready to go. Let's turn off... I guess I can't... turn off just the, check my... Yeah, just the lander lights are... So I think we are ready to go. So let's go ahead and undock. Switch ships. That's debris, so that I can't fly back like the others. Doesn't have a probe on it. Okay, we are on our big ship. Let us control from up front. Let's rename this vessel Duna Explorer. It is a ship. Then over here, switch back to the station. I want to rename the station. It's been the wrong name far too long. Rename vessel. Kerbal Asteroid Station 1. And that is a station. Alright, let's get our ship here. Switch ships again. Pull away, RCS, and just pull away just a tad. And what I need is, those are the little guys on that tank. These are the nuclear engines, so that's what I need now. So let's go and put them in their own stage. Alright, so now we need to plan this trip. Set Duna as our target. We need to burn somewhere around here. I think we need like 1400 to get there. Oh, not even that. Alright, let's do some adjustments. This is a little technique I've learned of how to time the Duna burn, or interplanetary burn, so I want to move this to get parallel. That's the most efficient burn. And yeah, we're just beyond Duna's orbit. And we get to the apoapse in 311 days. So Duna has to be 311 days back. .33, so 10 times this distance essentially. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and approximately the 45-degree angle that we know that we need for this encounter. Anyway, let's go back to Space Center so that we can time warp enough to get our encounter. So with Kerbal at 3 o'clock, we need Duna at approximately 1:30 up here. So let's go ahead and speed things up till we catch up to it. So we put that at 1:30 and let Kerbin reach 3 o'clock. Class B, so new asteroids are being spawned. And we'll get back to that as soon as we get a little more science to get some of these big NASA parts. So I might do an Ike mission and then set up similarly to do a Eve mission with Gilly. Or maybe go out to Dres instead. Alright, we're getting pretty close to the angles we need. Duna at 45 and Kerbin at 90. There we go, that's close enough. Alright, so now we can go to... Where's our Duna Explorer? Fly this guy. We can get rid of that node because we are way too late for that. And once again... Okay, so that's the way Kerbin is flying, so we'll add the maneuver there. Again, this is just going to be a little over 1,000. There we go. Yeah, wait, that's way too much. We can make it more efficient by sliding this a little bit that way. And then cutting back our velocity 1060. Yeah, we're still going way past the orbit of Duna, so let's... We're coming a little ahead of it. So to fix that, you want to slide this way a bit. Or is it the other way? Might be the other way. Let's try it this way. And then just add a little bit more delta V. Target, now we're a little bit behind. We're behind. Okay, I misjudged that. I got them backwards when I was looking at it. So we're behind. We should get closer over here. What do I need to do? Well, I could warp a little bit more. I think what I'm going to do instead is bring this in and then look for an encounter somewhere else. A little unorthodox, but it's an interesting little challenge here. Alright, so we're 33 minutes away from that burn. Let's see if we can wobble this thing into position. It's going to be to the right, I believe. Got a lot of different SAS modules on this, and with these bigger docking clamps, it's a little more stable than our noodly asteroid ships. There's the blue marker along the 90. Burn is going to be forever. I mean, it may need to take this in 2 passes. Alright, get on there. Let's be a little cheaty. Let's go ahead and zoom around. Now, one thing we need to do is we need to stage our nuclear engines just so they're active. And there, That way it'll give us a estimated time when we start burning. 20 minutes. I'm gonna start 3 minutes before. And then we'll see what we get as far as a time. So I'll burn for 6 minutes. That's 28 minutes. That's not too bad. So we'll just go ahead and burn right out of the system this time. Get as hot as we can without overloading the engines. I'm going to turn these lights out because they're so bright. There we go. Everything else can stay on. We have lots of battery power, lots of solar. What back do I have? Control over those. Doesn't look like it. Anyway, I'll get back to you guys after this burn. Jump, cut. Okay, we are near the end of the burn. Here's a nice little glamour shot. Let's see if we can make this extra pretty. Maybe this is the thumbnail. Heading out. Kerbal in the background. Alright, let's see what our... Just about the end. Okay, let's go ahead and cut that. I want to see the results. Okay, so we still have a little bit more to get out to Duna's orbit. Let's cut that away. Go ahead and continue burning. Actually, I'm going to rotate over the prograde just to be more efficient. Slow it down a bit. There we go. And we'll see what happens out here. Alright, so we have kind of a wonky intercept, but we didn't get an encounter. But like I said, I'm kind of curious to see what it would take to adjust this to get a regular encounter. But that will be for next episode. For now, I'm going to leave you guys here. Burford, Janoli, Greglow, Malak, and then the two guys in the science container, which are Carrick and Matt. Alright, I will see you guys next time. This has been episode 24 of Kerbal Speed Program. My name is Jim. I want to thank you for joining me. Have a great day.